What's that?
I said, of course he talks to him. But don't go after him, Doctor. You'll regret it if you do.
Nonsense. You underestimate me, Mrs. Simmons.
Oh, no, Doctor. You underestimate my brother.
Not at all. Don't worry now. I can handle him.
You can handle him. That's what you think. Myrtle May, see who's in the bathtub?
Thank you. I may call later.
Put that stuff in your room, Doc, upstairs.
All packed. Thanks, Wilson.
Sorry you're getting bounced. I mean, I had you pegged for the one who was going to make it.
Those are the breaks.
When you taking off?
Just as soon as Dr. Chumley gets back.
You heard anything from the desk sergeant at the police accident bureau?
I just talked to the downtown dispensary. They haven't seen him.
Beginning to smell awful funny to me. It's been gone for 4 hours and not a word from him. Doc, I may not see you again. I just want to wish you the best of luck, and I'm mighty sorry you got a kick in the apple.
Thanks, Wilson, and good luck to you too.
Say, Kelly, let me know when you hear from the desk sergeant. If there's no sign of the doctor, I'm going downtown looking for him. He should know better than to go looking for a psycho without me.
Well, I'd like to help you go look for the doctor too, Wilson.
Well, that's mighty swell of you, Doc. I mean, right after he give you the brush.
Well, I have no resentments against Dr. Chumley. He was right and I was wrong. Why, he's the biggest man in his field. Well, it's my loss not to be able to work for him.
You ain't so small yourself, Doctor.
Oh, thanks, Wilson.
Don't mention it.
Dr. Sanderson?
Yes?
Well, Doctor, I just wanted to say that I wish you a lot of luck, too. I'm sorry to see you leave.
You sure you can spare these kind wishes, Miss Kelly?
On second thought, I guess I can't. Forget it.
Miss Kelly, this is for nothing, just a little advice, but I'd be careful if I were you about the kind of company I kept.
I beg your pardon, Doctor?
You don't have to. I said it was free. I saw you Saturday night dancing with that drip in the Rose Room at the Frontier Hotel.
Oh, did you? I didn't notice you.
Well, I'd be careful of him, Kelly. He looked at me like a schizophrenic all the way across the floor.
You really should have given him a second thought, Doctor. He's my date, not yours.
That was his mentality. As for the rest of them,
But she was beautiful, though.
who?
That girl you were with.
I thought you didn't notice.
You bumped into us twice. How could I help it?
Well, not that it makes any difference to you, but that girl is a charming young lady. Why, she has a sweet kind of disposition, and she knows how to conduct herself.
Funny she couldn't rate a better date on Saturday night.
And she has a wonderful mind.
Why doesn't she use it?
Oh, I don't suppose you're to be censored for the flippant hard shell that you have. I bet you're compensating for something.
I am not. Then don't you use it of your psychiatry on me.
Oh, if I could try something else on you just once, just to see if you'd melt under any circumstance. I doubt it.
You'll never know, Doctor.
Because you interest me as a case history. Well, that's all. I'd like to know where you get that inflated ego.
What if you want the meanest case history inflated ego?
Wait, let's finish it.
Oh, leave me alone. Chumley's Rest? Oh, yes, Sergeant. No report on him in downtown or the suburbs? Well, Sergeant, maybe we better try and, oh, never mind. They're here now. Mr. Dowd.
Good evening, my dear. These are for you.
For me? Oh, thank you.
They're quite fresh, too. I just picked them outside.
Oh, Dr. Chumley didn't see you. They're his prized dahlias. Did he go upstairs?
Not knowing, I cannot state. Those colors are lovely against your hair.
I've never worn burnt orange before. It's such a trying color.
You would improve any color, my dear.
Oh, thank you. Did Dr. Chumley go over to his house?
I don't know. Where's Dr. Sanderson?
In his office there, I think.
Thank you.
Mr. Dowd, there you are.
Dr. Sanderson, I have a cab outside if it's possible for you and Miss Kelly to get away now.
Where is Dr. Chumley?
Oh, is he going with us? Well, that's nice.
I don't know, Doctor.
I must apologize for being a few seconds late. I thought Miss Kelly should have some flowers. After what went on out here this afternoon, Doctor, the flowers really should be from you. As you grow older and the pretty women pass you by, you will think with deep gratitude of these generous girls of your youth. Shall we go now?
Just a minute, Dowd. The situation has changed since we last spoke this evening. I heard you to have no resentments. Dr. Chumley is your friend. He only wants to help you.
Well, that's very nice of him. I'd like to help him, too.
We begin by taking a cooperative attitude. That's half the battle. We all have to face reality, Dowd, sooner or later.
Doctor, I've wrestled with reality for 40 years, and I'm happy to state I finally won out over it.
doctor okay?
Wait, there must be some mistake. Dr. Sanderson and Miss Kelly and I are going downtown for a drink. We'd be happy to have you join us, Mr.
Wilson.
Wilson. They have a wonderful floor show.
Yeah? Well, wait till you see the floor show we got. Upstairs, buddy.
Just a minute, Wilson. Dowd, where did you say Dr. Chumley went?
As I stated, he did not confide his plans in me.
You mean the doctor ain't showed up yet?
Not yet.
Well, where is he?
Well, that's what we're trying to find out.
Mr. Dowd walked in here all by himself.
Oh, he did, eh? Listen, you. Start talking faster, I'm going to work you over.
Well, I'd rather you didn't do that. And I'd rather you didn't even mention such a thing in the presence of a lovely young lady like Miss Kelly.
Mr. Dowd, Dr. Chumley went to town to pick you up. Well, that was 4 hours ago.
Where has the evening gone?
That's sweet, huh?
Just a minute, Wilson. Did you see Dr. Chumley tonight?
Yes, I did. He came into Charlie's place about dinner time. You know, that's a cozy spot. Let's go there and talk it over with a tall one.
No, we're going no place. Now listen, I'm going to ask you a question, and you better button up your lip and give me some straight answers, or I'm going to beat it out of you.
What you suggest is it possible?
What's that?
Well, you suggested I button up my lip and give you some straight answers. Can't be done.
Let me handle this.
Okay, you handle it. Find out where the doctor is.
Okay, you say Dr. Chumley did come into Charlie's place.
Yes, he did, and I was very glad to see him.
Go on.
He had come in asking for me, and naturally the proprietor brought him over and left him. We exchanged the conventional greetings. I said, "How do you do, Dr. Chumley?" And he said, "How do you do, Mr. Dowd?" I believe we said that at least once.
Okay, okay.
Well, I'm trying to be factual. I then introduced him to Harvey.
To who?
A white rabbit, 6 feet tall.
6 feet!
6.5 feet.
Okay, okay. Go along with him. The doctor's probably someplace bleeding to death in a ditch.
Well, if those were his plans for the evening, he did not tell me.
Go on now.
Dr. Chumley sat down in the booth with us. I was on the outside like this. Harvey was on the inside next to the wall, and Dr. Chumley sat directly across from Harvey where he could look right at him.
All right. Spend all night on the seating arrangements.
Harvey then suggested that I buy him a drink. Knowing he does not like to drink alone, I suggested to Dr. Chumley that we join him.
And so?
We joined him.
And then what?
We joined him again.
And after that?
We kept right on joining him.
Ah, skip all the joining!
You're asking me to skip a large portion of the evening.
Tell us what happened. Come on, please.
Dr. Chumley and Harvey got into a conversation. Quietly at first, but later it became rather heated as Dr. Chumley raised his voice.
Yeah, why?
Well, Harvey seemed to think that Dr. Chumley should assume part of the financial responsibility of the joining. But Dr. Chumley didn't seem to want to do that.
I can believe that part of it.
No, let him talk. Let him talk. No, this guy's got guts.
I agreed to take the whole thing because I did not want any trouble. We go into Charlie's frequently, Harvey and I, and the proprietor is a fine man with an interesting approach to life. Then the other matter came up.
Cut the damn double talk and get on with it.
Mr. Wilson, you are a sincere type of person, but I must ask you not to use that language in the presence of Miss Kelly.
You're right, Dowd. We're sorry. You say the other matter came up.
There was a beautiful blonde woman, Mrs. Smithles, and her escort, seated in the booth across from us. Dr. Chumley went over and sat next to her and explained that they had once met in Chicago. Her escort escorted Dr. Chumley back to Harvey and me, and pointed out that it might be better for Dr. Chumley to mind his own affairs. Does he have any?
Doesn't have any.
Does he have any affairs?
How about
Please hurry, Mr. Dowd. We're all so worried.
Dr. Chumley then urged Harvey to go with him to Blondie's Chicken Inn, but Harvey wanted to go to Eddie's instead. While they were arguing about that, I went up to the bar to get a drink. And when I came back, they were gone.
Well, where did they go? I mean, where did the doctor go?
I don't know. I had a date out here with Dr. Sanderson and Miss Kelly, and I came out here to pick them up, hoping that later on we could run into Harvey and the doctor and make a party of it.
Okay. Are you satisfied? You've heard his story. Okay. You're lying and we know it.
I never lie, Mr. Wilson.
Listen, you've done something with the doctor and I'm finding out what it is.
Don't touch him, Wilson.
Maybe he isn't lying, Wilson.
That's all this guy is a bunch of lies.